Hi there and welcome to the Car Advice Garage. I'm Tegan Lawson with you at the news desk. Here's what's been making headlines this week. Coming up, the future of HSV hangs in the balance. We'll take a look at a six-wheel monster Jeep and a Beetle that's as fast as a Bentley. But first, high-speed testing will still be allowed on Northern Territory roads. It comes after the newly elected Labor government binned the former country Liberal government's open speed limit zones, reinstating 130 km/h limits. But the NT government has confirmed it will support the vehicle testing industry in Central Australia by offering exemptions to vehicle manufacturers. The NT was one of the only places in the world to have speed limit-free roads, and plenty of high-speed testing has gone on in recent years. In November last year, a Bentley Continental GT Speed hit 331 km/h in 76 seconds, covering 9.4 kilometres in that time. Well, not sure whether this will ever go into production, but a six-wheel version of the Jeep Wrangler was unveiled at the Chengdu Motor Show in China earlier this month. The G Patton Tomahawk adds a new section to the Wrangler, an extra axle, tray bed and longer hardtop. This six-wheel monster would be cheaper than the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6 that went into limited production in 2013 and cost upwards of $550,000. The word is the 2018 Renault Clio will sport a revolutionary interior. Reports suggest designers are focusing heavily on making sure the next generation Clio is a very different beast inside compared to the current one. Premium materials, improved build quality, next generation technology, it's all on the cards. Well, despite the emissions belt tightening all the time, Lamborghini will not be ditching the V12 engine it's built the Raging Bull name on, in its sports cars at least. The confirmation comes as the Italian car maker prepares to launch its first SUV, the Urus, with a twin-turbo petrol V8. Lambo haven't ruled out developing a sedan, but won't be going down the fully autonomous driving route, saying the brand will always have a vehicle that can be controlled by the driver with brakes and a steering wheel. Famous last words? Well, time will certainly tell. The future of Holden Special Vehicles is in limbo, with no deal locked in with Holden beyond 2017. Profits almost halved from the end of the 2014 financial year compared with 2015. However, Holden says the performance outfit is an important part of the business. Perhaps a bit of a reboot is in order. Could HSV work beyond the Commodore? We hope so. Meantime, Holden Australia will pump $6 million into a new Euro 6 emissions testing laboratory at its top secret Lang Lang testing ground. The move will allow local engineers to work on international products. You may see Cadillacs and American trucks out and about testing as the lab gets on with business. After recently rolling out Apple CarPlay across a range of models, Hyundai is now adding Android Auto to the mix. It's a 15-minute software upgrade for those with eligible variants of the i30, Elantra, Veloster, Tucson and Santa Fe. Higher-grade models miss out because they've been previously upgraded to include satellite navigation, which is one of the key features of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So it's about making sure everyone gets a little bit of everything. Now, I mentioned earlier that the Bentley Continental GT Speed hit 331 km/h in the Northern Territory. Well, here's a heavily modified Volkswagen Beetle that could give it a run for its money. At the 2016 World of Speed event at Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah, this Beetle hit a little over 330 km/h. Now, was it Dieselgate that stopped Audi's plan to move into Formula One racing in its tracks? Well, back in 2014, there were rumours that Audi were exploring the possibility of ditching endurance racing and DTM for F1. It was around that time that Stefano Domenicali left the Ferrari Formula One team after being its director for 6 years to join Audi. Domenicali is now the CEO of Lamborghini, and the timing of his moves are enough to have us all speculating. Well, what a pity. Maybe one day in the future we'll see Audi line up alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Williams. That would be epic. Well, these stories plus more news and reviews at CarAdvice.com. Catch you next week for another look at the headlines. Until then, a reminder to pedestrians this week, at least make a bit of an effort to check for cars before you step out onto the road. I usually pick on dodgy drivers, but pedestrians, it's as simple as this. Look both ways.